Hello there, LinkedIn family. Jonathan here from Some Talented People. And today is episode 3 of our series on how the body and mind can be utilized to gain peak performance. Joined again by my fellow Mental Wellness Society coordinators, Scott and Denise. And today we're going to look at how COVID has affected our ability to manage our body and mind, and some of the impacts that you will be feeling as you watch these videos, quite possibly.
So in terms of what COVID has done, I guess, for people, now there are lots of people that are struggling, and one of the things I see that they're struggling with is uncertainty and change. But there is also a real sense of unity and a real sense that COVID has allowed us all to get off the treadmill of our conditioning and our habitual ways of living life. And in that, I see that there's a real return, a reconnection with all of these wonderful innate human qualities that we have. We see people helping each other, compassion, love, resourcefulness. I see people being far more creative. And it's not that they weren't always there. Yes, they were, as innate qualities of human life, but the fact that we have been forced to take a step back and get quiet. Naturally, these things have come out. But equally, some people haven't been able to have that as their way of life, and the fear of the future when they're, if you like, back in the personal, if you like, mind about what does the future hold, where is my next income coming from, that uncertainty. And what I do is I help people to see that actually, you know what, we live in uncertainty. We live in time and space, and the fact that we don't know what the next moment is going to bring until it arrives. And what I help people to do is to see what's going on for them anyway, and to be more present to the moment, and to really feel the richness of that space. And that seems to be really reassuring for people, that the insecurity and the fear is just the psychological system. It's giving you thought gives you a feeling, and as soon as the thoughts change, you're going to get a different feeling. And if you can see the fact of thought, you know what, that's the jewel of all performance behaviors and responses, is seeing how it works. And that's the insight that I had. I didn't realize that we're thinking creatures. I didn't realize that thought is up for grabs and that we don't have to go with it. I didn't see that. I was always trying to control it and manage it as if it's inevitable given the circumstances.
Oh, right.
But we can see it isn't.
And I suppose the quietness that you're looking to get to as a first step allows one to actually see the process of thinking. Scott, what's your perspective on this?
Well, I've seen people from the beginning of COVID have different responses to the fear and the uncertainty, which Denise brought up. Some people will have taken the position of, oh no, this is happening to me. I can't do anything about it. Therefore, I cave in. Other people, and that is locus of control, if you will. Where do I believe control belongs or resides? Is it outside of me or is it inside of me? Those people that see it as, oh, I see this is happening, and what can I do about it? What should I be doing now? Meaning they're taking on the internal locus of control, which means that they're going to do something in the meantime. Like I've had patients that typically with the stress response with COVID, people have gained weight, become in poor physical condition, have had trouble sleeping, and have had higher levels of perceived stress and the negative physical effects and mental effects of that. Others, though, have said, you know what, I have always wanted to work on losing weight or getting in better physical condition. And they've actually developed their own system inside their house, like walking up and down stairs or up and down the hall, or doing some stretching, or watching the certain areas of the internet to do exercises, and they seek, what is it that I can do to help myself become better? And then the side effect of that is that the family around them can see that, and they become leaders in that particular segment, along with their family and their friends. So if helping a person shift the perspective of what is it that is in my control, and how is it that I can use this time for the benefit of myself and others, as opposed to, oh, this is caving in on me, has a pivotal effect on how healthy, then how much well-being they enjoy.
It's interesting, and I don't. This shouldn't be controversial, but I mean, in England we had Brexit, and in America you had Trump, and what was obvious to me is that either side of that argument, whichever side you fell on, people are absolutely living their truth. But it was both Brexit and Trump, I think, were people that felt that the locus of control was outside of them, that they felt that they couldn't make a difference, that only a particular political or countrywide act would make a difference. Do you think that there is that kind of split in people anyway, or do you think it's something that's come along recently?
Well, I personally believe that if a person can understand what things that they have influence and control over and which things they don't, they can separate. And still, even though there are many things around us that we can't control, there are many things that we can. So in order to make that distinction and then be able to focus on the things you can, while you have to trust in others for the things that are outside our control, there's still plenty that we can do. And I have this kind of discussion with many patients in the office in order to help them be able to see the things and do the things that are going to have their greatest impact on health and well-being.
So Denise, if you reach out to someone, are you able to guide them to a point where they feel more in control?
Yeah, I think control is just it's a funny word, control, because when I really look at it, I think to myself, I'm not actually controlling my heartbeat. I'm not actually controlling my blinking. I'm not actually controlling, the sleep. So where does thought come from? So for me, I absolutely see that if we believe and see that our experience is coming at us from out there, then we are going to need to go out there in order to feel better if we don't feel well. Right. But if we start to see that, no, actually, the human experience acts like a projector, and the science absolutely supports this in any case, is that we're projecting experience. So whatever my feeling state, it's a projection of the mind. Life doesn't come at me like a camera. Like I don't see that. I actually project experience. And when I really see that, then it means that I know that my innate good feelings are already inside of me. And I love what you're saying, Scott, is that there are things happening in the world, physical, practical world, but my experience of them, that's a product of my mind. And you know what? It's infinite.
So COVID really has been, I think it's fair to say, a massive pain in the arse. And tomorrow, now we looked at the impact of it, tomorrow what we're going to be doing is providing you practical tips for how to start managing your body and mind, because every journey starts with the first step, and the more you take, the better you'll feel. So looking forward to that conversation tomorrow. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you again.